Hello there, Aries. Welcome to Dragon Tale Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your monthly April 2021 astrology and tarot reading. I hope you're doing great out there, Aries. Always wonderful to spend time in your energy and read for you. Happy birthday as well to all of my Aries folks who have already celebrated a birthday or will be celebrating a birthday this month, as it is your season with the sun moving through your sign. As always, Aries, a few general notes is that this is a general reading. It will not resonate with every Aries out there, so please take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. These will mostly resonate strongest with Aries Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs, so check your personal chart to get even more information out of these or any readings you may watch. If you are interested in a personal reading, would like any information on the card decks that I use in my sessions, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all those links and information are down below in the description box. And if you have not yet done so, I always invite you to reach out there, hit that subscribe button, and join the Dragon family. We always love to invite you to be here. So Aries, let's go ahead and start out with a few oracle cards. We're just going to get an idea of what your basic overall energies coming through for this month of April will be. So let's start out with that, and then we are going to move into your astrology and a full tarot reading with 2 tarot decks. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, and helpers and healers, please show us what you have for our beautiful Aries out there for this month of April ahead. Any information, guidance, and intuitions that they need for their highest good. Please show us, Aries. Ooh, Aries. I know some of my Aries folks are gonna go, what, are you kidding me? This is your overall energy. Your theme for the month is from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, and it does say stand still. So, you know, we have this very peaceful imagery, you know, in the kind of like in that, you know, wetlands with the you know, water bird with the crane there, you know, very serene, very you know, just meditative almost, a very peaceful environment with the cypress trees. So Aries, this could be a month where it is very important to get the rest that you need. And I would say absolutely with a standstill card, divine timing is at play. It doesn't mean that there's not going to be any action, because the thing about, you know, water birds like this is that they wait for just the right timing. When that, you know, when that fish swims by, or when the thing that they want to eat swims by, they're very quick, right? But the timing is important because they're watching, they're waiting. And when they're truly in the present, in the moment, they know how to act so much better, so much quicker. So I would say that Aries, actually, by having times where you just really stand still and really focus and are one with the moment, one with the present energy, when the time to act comes, you're going to be absolutely ready for that. Let's check out a crystal and chakra card for you to work with this month as well. All right, Aries, so malachite is the stone coming up for you. I love malachite, actually. I have a piece of it right here. It's this beautiful green stone, and it mostly gets that green color from its high copper content. It's a very good stone for traveling or movement. So if you happen to be going on any trips, short or long, this month, this is a great stone to carry. It also is connected to nature and your heart chakra, so you may be spending literally more time in nature, more time working on that heart chakra, because look at that. Yes, right there, spending more time in nature, being very much in that present energy and working to heal the heart chakra through the elements of nature would be very well advised for you this month. So let's dig into the Keepers of the Light Oracle. Let's get one main spirit guide or divine being that will be helping and working with you through this month of April. Oh, beautiful energy here with Radha, the soul flame. She is, you know, that twin soul, that twin flame of Krishna. So rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. So this may be a big part of what's going on for you this month, Aries, whether you're single, coupled, in a separated situation, or, you know, just not talking to your person, or maybe even in a long distance situation. But there's something that's really healing, especially through this divine feminine coming through, you know, to really bring back, you know, kind of lost parts. Sometimes, you know, we lose things about ourselves during a relationship, and this may be bringing those back to you, because Aries, you all are all about your personal identity. But this brings about greater relationship harmony and heart healing. So I would say that this is a beautiful month of being in the moment, being in that heart healing energy, and, you know, kind of balancing the two sides of yourself, because Aries, you are a very strong divine masculine sign. And so sometimes it's important for you, no matter whether you know, identify as male or female, it doesn't matter. It's like, it's just bringing in that complementary energy to give you that kind of personal balance. And, you know, we just had that big full moon in Libra just this past weekend, and that is definitely the complementary, you know, balance to your sign and to your energy. So let's get into your tarot. Let's see what your Celtic Cross reading is going to bring through. I didn't get too much into the astrology yet, Aries, but we will definitely be talking about it as we go through this read, I am sure. So let's see, please, what we have for our Aries. Let's get a nice full picture for what's going on with them for April 2021, please. Yeah, I definitely feel this going on. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense, Aries. All right, so let's get into the first part. Right at the center of that Celtic Cross is the Nine of Swords. So I do feel like there has been this sense of going through something challenging, a bit of a long, dark night of the soul. And, you know, that's what I feel with that standstill, because sometimes, you know, Aries, just standing still for you is not the most natural feeling or the natural place where you like to be, because you are a sign of action. You like to be moving forward. You like to feel like you're making progress. And so if you've been needing to take some time out, take some downtime, maybe for some of you, you've even gone through an injury or something that has set you back, an illness, and you've really had to stand still. Take that as it resonates to your situation. But overall, you know, that's a tough card, because it's, you know, it's really sometimes over analyzing things. It's those sleepless nights, having a lot of anxiety, a lot going on your mind, and very much needing to refocus your mental energy. So let's clarify, why is this Nine of Swords here for Aries this month, right at the center, the heart of the matter? Page of Pentacles. Ooh, Aries. So for lots of you, a big one is like thinking about what you want to invest in, what you want to put your time and energy into, especially if you have been kind of taking some time out. It's like, okay, once I get going again, what is it that I want to do, you know, because the Page of Pentacles is my little adventurer of the tarot, you know. He or she has those running shoes on, got the backpack ready to go, because they definitely are thinking about, well, what's the next thing? You know, this is an earth energy. I've got this seed. I've got this pentacle of time, energy, resources. What do I want to plant this? And so, you know, Aries, you may be really thinking about that, whether it's, you know, getting into a new relationship, a new job, moving somewhere new. You've really been thinking it, and maybe overthinking it a little bit, which has led to some stress and anxiety. And I mean, look at the past. You're coming from a past situation where you've been really feeling like you have all these things that you want to do, and maybe you've been planning a lot, but they just haven't kind of gotten moving yet. I will tell you, a big part of that reason for that happening, Aries, is because astrologically, your planet, your ruling planet Mars, was in a hard square to the planet Saturn for quite some time, almost 7-8 months, you know, that we were dealing with that energy. That has actually shifted. So that's why I feel like now there is that energy of like getting the gears shifted, coming out of stagnation. but it's not happening overnight for some of you, and so that's causing some stress and frustration. This month, actually, Mars, your ruling planet, is going to be in Gemini for most of the month, so to me, yet again, that brings a lot of good active energy, a lot of mental energy. You will be thinking. You will be thinking a lot this month, Aries. So, you know, what you want to do with that is, again, you know, I mean, like this Knight of Pentacles, write your plans down, write your thoughts down. Don't overthink or over worry it, because that, of course, is the more negative manifestation that could go to. Instead, use that force for creating better communication, a better harmony, bridging gaps between you and others. Right, and so here we go. Knight of Pentacles. In the immediate future, that has been a revival of your plans, a revival of where you want to go next. Absolutely. So you've definitely, this is a very, very high on your mind. Later in the month, Mars is going to move into the sign of Cancer on the 23rd of April. That's a much moodier place in a lot of ways for Cancer, but it will be in a good dynamic to the sun at that point, which will be in Taurus. So it's not negative. It's not negative, but you got to not acknowledge that by the month's end, you might feel a little bit of those mood swings, the ups and the downs. Going into the immediate future, we have the Nine of Wands. So to me, you're going from the Nine of Swords to the Nine of Wands. This can really tell me that you're still dealing with some battle fatigue. You're really still dealing with, you know, I've been through this very hard situation. I'm still kind of getting my footing, but it's also telling you that you're very strong. You're very courageous. You know, you just don't give up, right? So ask the divine for help. Talk to your angels for help. But you're very strongly rooted in this sense of like, I'm determined. I'm going to get through this difficult cycle at all costs. I'm not going to give up. Eight of Pentacles. See, to me, this is a very strong, very positive matchup, because this is that Eight of Pentacles. It's very much about working one day at a time on something that you feel very strongly about. And even if it's a little monotonous, a little mundane, even if it feels like, oh, I do this day in and day out, there is that underlying feeling that if I don't give up, if I stay with this, there's going to be a good outcome. There's going to be something that really pays off in the future, because that's the Eight of Pentacles. It's like what you do now pays off in the future, Aries. So underneath, what you're focused on here is the Six of Pentacles. Yet again, a very balanced earthy energy, like we talked about, balancing both like the feminine and the negative and the masculine side of yourself, the yin and the yang. You know, those two sides of yourself are really important to be balanced. Again, you know, messages around this card, or the good that you do comes back to you. It's really important as well to maintain that balance of boundaries, right? It's like, it's not wrong to give to others, but make sure that you're not totally wearing yourself out, Aries, because the feeling I get for some of you is you may be experiencing some anxiety, some sleepless nights, maybe even insomnia, you know, and so it's important to balance yourself, because right now a lot of y'all might be just really kind of tired. There's just been a lot going on for you, Aries. I know it. You've been going through some times, and so I think you're shifting out of it, but it's really, you know, you're still in that place where you need rest. You really need rest. And here's that Hanged Man on top of the Six of Pentacles. So you very much are focused on letting some things go. This is a Neptune ruled card, very Pisces energy. So it's very much about, you know, sacrificing negative ego, negative pride, anything that's held you back from more, you know, a more spiritual and more balanced life. Yeah. It's also the willingness to see things from different perspectives. So give that one a try. Give that one a try. You're very focused on letting some things go that, you know, it's like, I can't take that with me to the next level of my development. On the top, crowning the spread, message from Spirit is the Two of Cups, which is a beautiful card of loving connections, spiritual contracts that we have with other people, you know, falling in love, resurgence of a relationship, you know, giving and exchanging love, gifts. It's a heart healing card. It's a very relationship healing card, which I love about the Two of Cups. Oh, and to me, look at what the, wow, what a combination. Two of Cups with the Three of Swords. So I think that Spirit is really letting you know, Aries, any of these heartbreaks or heartaches, oh my goodness, the challenges and ups and downs of love, they are really coming through to help work on that. They know that you've had your heart broken. They know that you've been disappointed or let down, not just in love, but maybe by friends, maybe by family, other people in your life. And it's really time, you know, and they're saying, hey, we're going to help you out. You've just got to ask us to help heal those broken heart feelings, Aries. But to me, like I said, Two of Cups is very much about heart healing, and the Three of Swords is about those heart aches. So you put those two together, it's like there's a lot of divine work that is going on to heal those heart wounds. So let's get into your advice here, Aries. Let's see what we have for that part of the reading. Wow, nice. Okay, so Aries, first off, so the suggested approach is the Page of Wands, and to me this is a strong Aries energy that comes through with this card, because it is about, you know, enthusiasm, optimism, creativity, you know, exciting things happening in your life, feeling like you're kind of coming back to a beginning. And for a lot of you, this is kind of the beginning of your new year, because the sun is in Aries, that's your sun sign, and for a lot of you, you're stepping into that solar return, which happens when you're born each year. You know, it's like, it's when your birthday comes around, it's almost like being reborn when you have your solar return. So to me, this is happiness. It's more joy. It's a childlike innocence and wonder returning, similar to the Sun card in some ways. And of course, you know, I love the dragon sitting there. So let's get a clarifier. It also, funny enough, has this message, finish what you start. You know, and I think that you're really thinking about that a lot, Aries. It's like, Aries, you sometimes, and you may have felt this in life, it's like you get very excited about something when it's new, but once it gets kind of old, or maybe it takes a while to accomplish it, you get bored and you give up on it. But I feel with these Pentacle cards, the Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, you're really thinking deeply about, you know, sticking to things that you start, especially if it's something that you really love, right? If it's something you really love, that can go a long way to fuel those passions. And look at our Six of Pentacles is showing up again. Aries, yes, it is about balance, equal give and take, equal reciprocity, finding greater balance, strong Libra and Taurus energy. We just had the full moon in Taurus. Sun is going to go into Taurus later in the month of April on the 19th. So to me, this really comes through with like all the major astrological energies at play as well. So make sure that you're giving to yourself as well as to others, giving to your career life or your work life, as well as just the things that make you happy and feed your soul. Going into what you need to know, here is the Seven of Cups. So you may feel like you have a lot on your plate. There may be a lot of decisions coming your way. So it's saying to stop procrastinating, don't overthink, get clarity on what you desire so that you can move forward. You know, you just might have a lot of things that you have to choose from, and it may be emotional, because it is the Cups. It's not an air sign coming through here. Maybe a lot of choices that are coming from the heart, and it's important that you choose wisely. Yep, Knight of Swords though, and I think you might, to me this is like you put these two together, you get a little bit of an information overload, so you may be feeling like there's so much going on, and how am I going to, you know, put it all into order? So Aries, I would say for the month of April, it would be a great idea to kind of organize. You might want to call a Virgo friend if you have one to help you organize, to help you kind of get things lined up so that you can make better choices going forward, and not feel so overwhelmed, because both intellectually and emotionally, you may feel like, you know, just this overload of info is sitting on you, and you're like, how do I even start on this list, right? And so here's the Hopes and Fears card, is the Justice card. Yet again, Aries, there's a lot of Libra energy in your reading this month. I would say that that full moon in Libra that bounced up against your sun sign, that is going to have a lot to do with what you feel. If you haven't watched your full moon reading yet, go watch that, because I recorded those around this full moon that we just had. And those full moon energies are felt, you know, from full moon to full moon. So you'll definitely be feeling the vibration of that Libra full moon through this month. And I think that for you, it is a little bit, there's that hope and fear. It's like you really want to get balance, but you're afraid that you might not be able to. So let's get a clarifier to see what would help you to get more balance. What is this balancing energy mostly needing to be applied to? And the Emperor. I love it. This is an amazing reading. There's so much synchronicity here for you, Aries. On top of that, we have your power card. We have the Emperor. That is you sitting there. So to me, the thing that it really is about is the balance between, yet again, you know, that masculine, feminine energy. There's Libra, there's Aries. That's exactly what we had with the full moon was in Libra, the sun in Aries. And so this is really about you making those decisions, stepping into leadership roles, embracing, you know, embracing your destiny, really, as a leader, as somebody who is strong and wise and makes good decisions going forward. I love the outcome card. This is actually one of my favorite cards in the tarot, is the Six of Swords. And the reason for that is because what I see is the outcome to this month is you making this very strong choice. And I love this. Again, very strong synchronicities here, Aries. Look at the choices you got to make. There's the air, there's the water, the Six of Swords. Look at this. The swords are the air, and here they are in the water. So you're making some decisions both on a head and a heart level. And this is a very strong choice. It's like intellectually and emotionally, you make the choice to go forward, to leave the challenging times behind, you know, the old drama, the old conflicts, the old difficulties, the things that kept you awake at night. It's an end of challenging times. Things are looking up. It's a welcome relief. And finding your way to a more peaceful place. This even says the end of depression or an illness. It can sometimes mean travel relocation, which I also felt earlier in the reading as well for some of you. So let's get a clarifier. Let's see what's going on. Let's get some little more info on this Six of Swords, please. And Temperance. Look at this. Aries, this reading is just incredible, and this to me is a beautiful card of balance, better times, you realizing you're so much stronger than you realized. And look at that, 1 foot on the earth, 1 foot in the water yet again. Temperance is a Sagittarius card, so no matter how that energy applies to you, this is definitely a strong month of healing, learning. Balancing is huge, huge. You know, it could be moving to the next level. You're either learning something new, going somewhere new, but you're moving forward out of some creaky old times there. And look at this underneath. We have our Six of Cups. Temperance is in this card as well, but this is a very strong reconciliatory or heart-healing vibe. It can also be healing the inner child, and we definitely have some big heart-healing energy going on this month. 3 of Pentacles on the bottom as well. So there's some strong building between you, loved ones, community. This is just a great read. Very, very strong themes and messages running through here. We had the Six of Pentacles come out twice. To me, that's so much about balance, equal give and take. Be good to yourself, Aries. Don't beat up on yourself this month. Do some heart healing work. Stay in the moment. Don't worry too far into the future. Stay in the now. Let's get an affirmation for you on this reading. And we have divine discernment, which I think is absolutely beautiful. This matches up so well you know, along with that standstill card, you know, this says step back to find clarity, right? It's really a time of divine pause and divine timing. And it doesn't mean that there won't be action. There's actually a lot of action going on here this month, Aries. But it's really about you learning better timing, right? Because Aries, you tend to jump in head first and just hit it with your head. And that's fine. I know Rams got to do what they got to do. But this is really saying, you know, you are learning a lot of big lessons about when to hold back and when to act. And when you know the difference, when you use your discernment here, when you come from a place of clarity, you make yourself even more empowered, and your decisions and the things that you do, the action that you take, has way, way more benefit to you. So I hope you have an amazing month, an amazing birthday if you're celebrating one this month, Aries, and I will be seeing you again very soon. Take care.